Climbing My Grandfather by Andrew Waterhouse. In Climbing My Grandfather, the persona explores a childhood memory. The persona remembers affectionately climbing up his grandfather, who he respected and adored. Waterhouse uses an extended metaphor of mountaineering to compare climbing his grandfather to climbing a mountain. Each stage of the child's climb is compared to a different stage of climbing a mountain. On a deeper level, the child's journey to the grandfather's summit represents the persona's desire to become closer to his grandfather, who he nostalgically remembers as a warm-hearted, good man who he adored. The poem's title, Climbing My Grandfather, introduces the extended metaphor of mountaineering and the fact that the poem will explore a family relationship between child and grandfather. The word climbing establishes the idea that the poem will be told in the structure of a journey, following the child until he reaches the top of his grandfather's body, which he compares to a mountain's summit. The speaker is the voice of a child, a grandson. The grandson has a child's admiring perspective of his grandfather. The speaker uses the present tense throughout the poem, making the reader feel as if the child's excitement is taking place in the present. Waterhouse presents family relationships as a source of fascination. The persona's comparison of the grandfather to a vast mountain suggests the way that adults seem gigantic to children in a way that is fascinating. The mountain metaphor is also a natural image that suggests the natural and pure love and admiration that the child has for his grandfather. Waterhouse builds on the persona's fascination with his grandfather when he writes, "I watch a pupil slowly open and close." This conjures an image of the grandson paying very close attention to his grandfather's tiny facial details. The adverb slowly implies the child's intense focus. The soft sibilance enhances the persona's gentle exploration of the grandfather's eyes, searching for who he is. Waterhouse presents family relationships as a source of devotion. The persona decides to climb his grandfather without a rope or net. This implies that he feels so supported and safe with his grandfather that he does not need safety precautions on his climb. Waterhouse creates a respectful tone when the persona states that he climbs gently. The persona decides to climb his grandfather without a rope or net. This implies that he feels so supported and safe with his grandfather that he does not need safety precautions on his climb. Waterhouse creates a respectful tone when the persona states that he climbs gently. This adverb implies that the persona takes great care not to put too much pressure on his grandfather's elderly body. Waterhouse uses aspects of the grandfather's body to portray the child's admiration for his good character. The poem's final line describes the slow pulse of his good heart. The grandfather's good heart is a symbol of the grandfather's warm and honest character. Waterhouse uses monosyllabic words here to mirror the comforting rhythm of the grandfather's heartbeat. Waterhouse explores a child's memory of a relationship. The extended metaphor of the child climbing his grandfather could also represent Waterhouse attempting to remember his grandfather in detail. The persona describes how he is trying to get a grip as he climbs up. On a deeper level, this could represent the persona trying to get a grip on a clear memory of his grandfather. The verb trying perhaps implies that it isn't fully possible to remember all details, however hard you try. The persona also states that climbing has its dangers. The word dangers suggests that trying to remember something from long ago can be a painful and sad process.